All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to our Move the Needle in 30 Days challenge. This is day 2 of our November challenge. This is my first time doing this challenge publicly. It's also a new book. So the book Move the Needle. I think I released this in the beginning of the year, maybe January. I'm not sure. But I'm a part of an accountability group, and some of the people in the group, a lot of them had bought the book. So I noticed that they had it. So I was like, hey, since you guys already have it, we can go through it together. So that's how this last minute challenge came together. So I'm building this curriculum as we go along, but I've been doing this for a minute. But just doing it with other people is, takes a little bit more when you have other people involved. So literally I'm building that particular curriculum together as we go. So good morning, Kingdom Life Clothing, Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us. I'm trying to put these comments on here. Can I put the comment? Oh yeah, there we go. Grand Rising. All right, Grand Rising. Welcome, Alexis. Good morning, you guys. All right, let's go. So yeah, again, if you're just now joining, this is my first time doing this challenge publicly, but let's go. So I just wanted to go over some of the, with the process. And so I'm going to go through my slides really quick, which are my slides here. All right, you guys, give me 5 seconds here. I put this on the board, but let me go ahead and put that in here again. All right, here we go. Here's my slide. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Sheree Vejan. I'm a published author of over 13 books now. I got to change that 11. Co-founder of the Goal Setters Club. Also a John Maxwell coach, trainer, speaker, and certified behavior analyst, and mother of 3 adult grown children, one about to get married. And I'm so excited. And I'm a grandma. I got to add that too. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'm just going to go over our agenda today, which is the 3 steps to moving the needle. Those of you who are here, you should have your book. It's a simple booklet, but if you go through it and do the steps, it's so powerful. So today I'm just going to go over how to choose your daily activities, what they are not, how to fill out your book, and just some quick tips for to be successful. So here's a quote. I love quotes. A small increase in effort could make it possible for a person to achieve their goals in half the time. A few more hours, a few more days, a few more weeks could make a huge difference. And sometimes a few more minutes. If you're working on a project, if you just spend an extra hour on that project, it will be complete. But sometimes we're doing so many things and we're juggling our time, and hey, I'm going to spend 30 minutes on this and 30 minutes on that and 30 minutes on that. But if you spent a full day on something, that could literally move the needle for you. So first, we want to identify the key areas that you want to change. If you are in the WhatsApp group, I think I put that identify PDF in there. I'm going to put that in. If not, I'll put that in there today. I have this PDF, and you kind of choose what you want to see. This is not a to-do list. It's if I did these activities, I will see this change in 30 days. So say like on mine, even though I've been getting up at 2:30 now, 2:30 and 3 o'clock, because I'm on a call at 4, and then I'm on another call at 4:45, and then I have a full-time job. I'm out the door at 5:30. And so my energy level, obviously, because I'm up early and I'm doing a lot of mental work, I want to see more energy. So for mine, the changes I want to see is have more energy. I want to see clearer skin. I want to make sure that I get at least 6 hours of sleep, because I don't want, bags under my eyes. So with my skin getting a little breakout, it's not so much of taking care of my skin that will move the needle for me. It's more of being on camera more, being more confident now that I'm doing more in-person events. So having clearer skin would move the needle for me in this period of time for November. Improve my flexibility, getting a little older, having a little, pain in my fingers, having a little cramps, in my feet and my legs. And so making sure that I have more flexibility. So having more flexibility, having more energy. Now that I'm going into releasing my book, I need that energy. So those things, increasing my leads, financial increase. So I want to see those things happen in the next 30 days. Next 30 days, I want to see more energy. I want to see clearer skin. I want to improve my flexibility. I want to see financial increase, and I want to increase my leads. So then I ask myself, what 5 activities can I do every single day in my personal life that's going to help me move the needle in these areas that I mentioned? What 5 things, daily activities, can I do every day that's going to move the needle to help me with the financial increase I'm asking for and with increasing my leads? So for me personally, I need more energy. So I'm making sure I drink a green smoothie every day. Now, before I was drinking a green smoothie every day, but now I'm not. I was, but I'm not. So now the thing is, I have to, for the next 30 days, drink my green smoothie, even though that was on one of my previous lists. So you want to think about the thing you have to do. Taking daily vitamins. I take vitamins, but I don't take them every day. Sometimes I'll skip a day, but during this time, when I'm releasing a book, when I'm doing a major event, when I'm getting up early, when I'm attending these meetings, I must take my vitamins. That is going to move the needle for me. It's vital. Drinking 96 ounces of water. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces every day. That was a part of my daily list, but it is not. So now, in order for me to move the needle, making sure I'm hydrated, making sure I got flexibility in my hands, making sure my body is functioning correctly, making sure my brain is functioning properly. Hydration is vital. That's vital, period, to everybody. But during this period of November, I have to stay hydrated. So I have to drink my daily water between now and November. And then, okay, prayer. I pray every day. I pray throughout the day. I talk to God all throughout the day. However, for this particular moment, November, I need some different stuff. I need some stuff to move. I need to pray different. I feel like I need to pray more specifically, and I need to pray strategically. So in my Move the Needle, I have to pray for 30 minutes inside of my prayer closet using my prayer journal. That's different. And I even wrote a specific prayer for the month of November of what I'm expecting to happen that I'm going to pray every day. So you might pray every day. That might be on your daily to-do list. But for November, my Move the Needle prayer is a different type of prayer that I must do every day this way. So for my business, so hopefully this will give you some samples. These things were on my daily to-do list. But these aren't to-do lists. This is, if I did these particular 5 things every single day consistently for 30 days, this will most definitely move the needle in my life. For my business, on my Identify, and I'll make sure I post this in the WhatsApp. On my Identify, my business is financial increase and increase my leads. So based on that, my 5 activities are making sure I blog every day on LinkedIn and my regular blog, to make sure I send an email every single day in November, and I have different lists, to make sure I post 1 YouTube video or short every single day. And even doing this video, I chose to do this video live on YouTube, so I count that as my video. So every Saturday at 6:30, I do this video. Even though the people who are on here are from the group, I'm making sure I use this as my YouTube video for the day. So the goal is to post 1 YouTube video or short. to do a daily story on Instagram. So to make sure I'm doing maybe 3 graphics or 3 posts in my story every single day for 30 days in the month of November for the Move the Needle. And then I have a posting list. Now my posting list is like maybe like 100 activities. And I know I can't do those activities every day. And so on my Move the Needle list, the goal is to get at least 20% of that list done. And then I'm going to break that list down and see how much that my assistant can do. And so I'm going to give her to make sure she works Tuesdays and Saturdays. So on Saturdays, I'm going to make sure she gets a part of that list, because if I complete the list, it'll be on as far as like my resources. So hopefully that makes sense. So even though you look at that and say, hey, well, those are normal activities you should be doing every day, but making sure 100% I do them every day, and that's going to move the needle. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that, and if that makes sense. Okay. So you want to identify the areas that you want to see change in the next 30 days. Those of us who have businesses, this is Black Friday month. So what do you want to see with your business in these next 30 days? What do you need to do every day this month that leads up to Black Friday? Maybe you are doing, a launch. Maybe you're launching a new product. Okay, every day, what's that one activity you need to do? You need to generate leads. You need to reach out to people. You need to be on live every day to talk about that event to be successful. So everyone's activities are going to look different. And these are only, I know I keep saying it, these are only move the needle activities. Like me getting on the treadmill, that'll move the needle for me. That'll move the needle for me any day. But that's not a move the needle activity for what I'm trying to see happen in the next 30 days. If I was trying to get into a dress, if I was trying to lose weight, if I was trying to work on my cardio, or maybe the doctor said, there's some issues happening with my cardio, that treadmill will be a move the needle for me. But right now it's not a move the needle, if that makes sense. So defining your daily actions, and then 3, tracking your progress. So in your booklet, there's 30. See, yesterday I already messed up, but that's okay. I got this today. Yesterday I took my vitamins. Yesterday I drank water, but I didn't do the whole 96, so I didn't check that off. I did pray, but I didn't pray in my prayer closet for 30 minutes with my journal. And I did not make my green smoothie. Bad coach. But today, like your tips, making sure you have your supplies. So if your daily activity is to drink a green smoothie every day, then today, Saturday, you should be making sure you have all your supplies. If my goal is to make sure my face routine is on point, but I don't have moisturizer, that's going to mess me up. So Saturdays, you could take this time to, hey, what's on my list? Okay, make sure I got plenty of water. Make sure my prayer journal is ready. I got pens to make sure I have lemon for my water. Make sure I got all my vitamins and my low. Let me go ahead and place my order, because a lot of times we make plans for ourselves. We don't have the resources. We don't have the things that we need, and then we fail. So Saturday should be your day to say, hey, okay, let's see, green smoothie. I need some kale. I need to get some moisturizer this week. I need to order some more vitamin D. So that way you're ready to hit the ground running Monday when it starts. Let's see. So tracking your progress every day. This is not a scorecard. It is just a tracker to let you know if you're on point or not on point. The goal is to hit every day for 30 days. So even though I messed up a little bit yesterday, I know why. And I have to get back today. Today, there's no excuses. This should be 29 days straight. And then celebrating. On your next page, you have a month-end reflection. You should reflect on how that month went. I put, I'm displaying all my personal business today, but I put, my hands hurt. I'm going to put a place that maybe in the beginning, how you felt before you started this challenge and why you chose these activities. But like my hands hurt, And I feel like there's not enough circulation, or maybe the blood isn't flowing enough. So when I get up in the morning, they're always hurting, and now my arm is starting hurting. Now that could be a form of, arthritis. It could be dehydration. It could be I'm not exercising enough. But I do not want to feel like that next month. And so just putting down on a sheet of paper, hey, my hands hurt, my ankles hurt. I don't feel confident when I'm on video because I keep looking at this bump that's on my face. And so those things you're looking at, reflecting on last month and how you felt and what you needed, and you're doing those activities to change that feeling for the upcoming month, if that makes sense. Right? So it is work. It is work. But hopefully it's a more simple work. It's not saying, a lot of times during this time, I always say what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to eat sweets. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to have meat. I'm not going to have, this is not a I'm not going to do type challenge. This is what can I commit to for the next 30 days that's going to move the needle in my life. I'm just going to go to the sheet real quick, and then we'll be done if you guys don't have questions. So in your booklet, it tells you, it goes over how to identify your 5 daily actions, to track your progress, to celebrate your milestones. So make sure you're celebrating, make sure you're reflecting. I'm not going to do November because it's so far in this book, but this is a sample of the January tracker. So you're going to put your habits that you want to do for that month, if you have any notes. So like for my notes on my business, I'm doing a goal-a-thon November 30th. And so even though that's not it's not a part of my daily activities to move the needle, but I am focusing on that. And so in my notes section, I'm saying promote goal-a-thon. So maybe in my blog, maybe in my email, maybe in my YouTube, maybe in my daily story, I'm going to make sure I'm talking about that goal-a-thon, right? But the goal-a-thon is more of a project, and it's more of a project, a launch, an offer. It's not a daily activity, if that makes sense. So you're going to put your habit here. You're going to pick 5 habits that's going to help you change what it is you want to change, and then you're going to track it here on this side. And there's a personal tracker, and there's a business tracker. So this is where you put your business activities and then your notes. And then at the end, you have a place for reflection that you can write your monthly reflection. I know it may seem like maybe a lot, or may seem like a reflection is like, oh, okay, but it's so important to write those reflections, how you feel before, how you feel after. So next year or next month or 6 months from now, you go back and read it, you can really see how you changed. You can really see how you were exactly feeling. Like now I'll say, hey, my hands hurt, this hurts, this hurt. And then in January, it's like, oh, I have so much energy. I wake up like this, my body feels good. And then you can go back and say, hey, this is what changed. This is how I was feeling 6 months ago. And you know that gives you that confidence to know that what you put together works. And at the beginning of each month, there's a quote. So there's a quote that's specifically for moving the needle or your routines. Alrighty then. I know I talk fast, so I've been trying to slow down. So if you don't have the book, and maybe you're watching, you're sitting in the corner watching, listening. If you don't have the book, you can go ahead and scan the QR code and get your book. I think it's like $6 or $6.99. It's a really small booklet. So that is that there. And if you have any questions, I am available right now. You can ask questions in the WhatsApp group. You can ask questions here. Let me check. Sorry, guys. All right. If you don't have any questions, we are done for the day. Hopefully, I clarified some things with the booklet and how to use it. Hopefully, I gave you some tips. All right, I don't see any. Okay, so there is Kingdom Life. This is good. By micromanaging your routines, it should show you opportunities for improvement and helping to develop good habits. Yeah. And this is just it's like a tracker because sometimes we already know we need to brush our teeth. That's not going to be a daily activity. That's going to be more like that's your daily routine, your to do list. Now, maybe you're doing a commercial. Maybe you are auditioning for something. Maybe you want to be a model. So then your toothbrushing activity probably is gonna maybe that would be a move the needle item for you in a different way. Maybe you're trying to do tooth whitening. Maybe your activity goes towards what your goal is and how you want to feel and what you want to accomplish. So yeah, that's good. Just like next month, vitamins, like really these items on my list for November, they really shouldn't be on my list. My green smoothie, I was doing that before. Taking my vitamins, I should be doing that. I should be drinking water already, but I got off track. And so the only reason why these are on my list because it just got out of hand where I'm just not doing it. And now I just need to be accountable. But for December, these won't even be on my list. These won't even be my move the needle items because I would have accomplished them. And now I'm working on something else, whatever December holds. I know December, I'm going to be doing a lot of vending opportunities. So I'm going to be, promoting my book and trying to see how to get involved in my community. And so my activities next month will be different for December. All right, you guys. So thanks for joining me. If there's no questions, if you don't have anything that needs to be clarified, I'm going to hop off. Make sure you are, and the goal is not to change your activities. So that's why before beginning of the month, you want to reflect. You want to really think about what it is you want to see change. You want to really be clear on what it is. We're not changing activities next Friday. Oh, no, I'm not doing that activity. You want to pick something that is going to move the needle for you. Absolutely, if you did that same activity every day for 30 days. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I'm just trying to be clear, right? All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. I will be here every Saturday at 6:30. If you have any questions, if you need any tips, if you need any resources, if you just need support, I will just be here. And I will come on at 6:30, and if nobody's here, I'll talk for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll log off. But the goal is that you have a space to either communicate or ask questions or clarify or something like that. All right. So I'll see you guys. And this is my gift to the community to help you move the needle in your life. So thank you guys. I'm going to post the link to the book underneath this video. And it should stay live on YouTube. All right. Thank you guys. No questions. I'm out. Have a good Saturday.